Popping up just in front of those, you'll have two defensive midfield players, Salvatore Fugwig and Max Granville. Gucci will play a little bit further forward in support of a front three of Johnny Alotti, Joe Dearman and John Clements, who makes his 50th appearance for Ware and captains the side on that particular occasion. Strong bench for Ware this afternoon. Tom Kay, George Ironton, Theo Afori back after injury, as is Gab Chaps and Tim Okwasogo at home. They've only won 5 out of 18. They've drawn 6 and lost 7. I mean, the last time they had such a poor season at home, you have to go back to 2017 and 18, and it was a poor season because they lost 15 home games. Last week, another disappointing result away at North Leigh. And as we keep saying, that one day we know this Ware side is full of talent, and one day it'll click. It's brilliant sunshine at Watson Park as the referee gets us underway. We're kicking from left to right, a commentary position, just a little bit inside the half, being defended by Kings Langley in this opening 45 minutes. Cotter's ball forward, looking for Johnny Alotti on this near side. Volleyed clear and plays it short to John Clements. Cotter gets it back, finds Clements, turns it to Johnny Alotti on the edge of the area, surrounded by white shirts, but gets his way through them, puts it across, and it rebounded more off John Clements than he knew much about it. But how did Johnny Alotti get through there? But, Fred Burbage has got it. Thumps the ball towards the halfway line. Hampson's the first to rise. They let it bounce on that far side to Osidiu. He's only there, by the way, because he was going to be a substitute. So he turns, a shot comes in the end from Phillips, and it's well saved by Fred Burbage with his legs. Phillips hits it, and he hits it well. The ball that came across from Osidiu, and Fred Burbage did well to get in the way. And he's the first goalkeeper to have made a save, as Ware when a free kick on the edge of the area, and Fred very alert. Consistent player David Sota. Joe Rolfe approaches the halfway line, chips it forward. There's a run of Johnny Alotti. Goalkeeper was slow to come. Alotti goes down under challenge from Casey. There are shouts for a penalty, but in the end it went into the arms of Connolly. But it's a long ball forward, and there's Fred Burbage on the edge of his area. But the other end, I thought the goalkeeper was very slow to come out there. Going to try and get the ball across. Got David Sota for company. It hits off Sota, up in the air by Mutter Fugwig. Breaks again for Osidiu, turns well, puts the ball forward. It's Phillips! Straight into the arms of Fred Burbage, who gets headed up by James Towell. Joe Dearman will collect it for Ware onto the left foot. John Clements lets it go, and Lewis Thomas puts it wide from 6 yard out. Best chance on the mat. David Sota with the throw over the head of Gucci and headed back out by Hansen. The referee's having a look at both watches. I've got a feeling that we've got too much longer to go before the, that's supposed to be ice, might be iced tea today, wouldn't it? It's definitely not Bovril day. And that is going to be the end of the action in the first half here. Well, checking with both of his assistants, making sure we've got all the players we need on the pitch. There was a game in Holland actually, wasn't there, when they ended up with 12 players on the pitch.
I saw something like that, yeah.
The referee didn't
they
count.
decided to, but there was a lot of talk saying the match should be replayed.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, I can assure you we've got 11 aside here, and we've just got underway, and the ball's booted out on that far side. Edouard, Tiny Pendred, Henry Dudley and Declan Phillips. Long ball forward over the top of Coca, and oh my word, the back pass here from James Down. The goalkeeper had to stretch to stop it becoming an own goal. And well, I've got to say, Paul Halsey's looking round and saying, well, if that wasn't the back pass, I don't know what it is. And Sam Mutter Fugwig is going to take the corner on that far side of the field. Another good corner coming in and volleyed over the top by John Clements. Gucci's ball far side, searches out Johnny Alotti on the edge of the area. Done by Bonnie as the defender. Johnny Alotti turns inside him, gets on the left foot, fires it in off the line by Coca and over the top for a corner. Long ball far side, brings in Joe Dearman. Joe turns inside Phillips. Chips the ball on this near side. Gap Chaps is in the area, so was Gucci, but the ball just had too much glide on it. Inside by Fred Burbage, of course, inside that 18-yard box. That's a fuckway going for the far post, headed down by Lewis Thomas, bouncing about and finally cleared. Danger again, good corner from that far side. But it finds its way to Gucci, cheeky back heel, which caught Gab Chaps a little bit unawares, and in the end it's forward by Darnell Lou for Henry Dudley. Henry Dudley's inside the area, and well done David Sota, who just lends on the youngster as Fred Burbage came out, deflects it behind for a corner, and that was experience over youth. Right-footed, doesn't make the halfway line. Lewis Thomas is there, tampering a header forward. Gucci's in a run with the goalkeeper on the edge of the area, and there's a flag up for offside. I'm at a loss with that one. Gucci is as well. How can he have been offside?
I've got no idea. I mean, Paul hasn't got a clue either. Asking the question, I've got no idea how that's offside.
It was headed forward by Lewis Thomas. Gucci was just inside the King's Langley half with Echo and Ben Casey in front of him, and suddenly a flag went up. Gab brings it down. He's got Johnny Alotti there with him. Johnny on the far side looking for Joe Dearman, pushed him wide a little bit. Joe looks to tee up the cross, does get it across. Echo Coater's missed it, and it bounces off of Gucci's knee, and the goalkeeper dives away to his left and saves. It's going to be a throw-in. Sota will take it again for Gab Chaps. Gab Chaps goes down under challenge from Dudley. Nothing doing, says the referee. Forward to Kakemba. Burbage has come all the way out here, and that's great defending in the end by Max Granville, who got a thump on the head for it. Fred had come out, was in no man's land. We'll talk about that in a minute, because Ware coming forward with Theo Afori, but in the end he's given the ball away.
Like I say, with creating these chances, we're not so much creating them, but finishing off these chances, and it's been one of those things.
Well, and they finished this one off goalless again. So Ware that drew 0-0 at Northley last Saturday have drawn 0-0. But over King's Langley, no doubt King's Langley had the better chances in the first half. A couple of good saves by Fred Burbage. And in the second half, it was all Ware. Lewis Thomas and Gucci probably coming the closest for the home side, as well as Johnny Alotti, whose effort was cleared off the line by former Ware player Echo Coco. So it's finished here in front of a crowd of 205. Ware 0, King's Langley 0.